everybody, we are back for our next video. We have shown up here in the Maddening Deep, and we are about to do the quest line that involves us finding the little guy that is the minion of the Weaver, which is who is, I can't remember the little guy's name now. We'll find out when we get oh god, Skitter or something like that? I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, before we go at Spindle. Spindle, that's the name. Okay, Skitter is that's from one of the previous zones. That's our kobold friend. Alright, so Spindle is the little guy we're going after. But before we do, it just so happens that I came across a little something right here, one of those specialty reward pickups right here, and it is guarded by a corrupted memory. And the corrupted memory goes back and forth between various old characters that have been significant in the game. Previously, this was Vol'jin. But somebody came along and killed him, and when it respawned, it looks like Sylvanas. No, that's not Sylvanas. I can't tell which character this is just from the face right here. So, well, we'll find out. We'll go ahead and attack him and see who it is. Gothalion, you must help me. It is. Oh, that's Alex Straza. All right. Well, whatever it is. We'll go ahead and take it down so we can get the chest behind her. Yes, it was just a goop. And there's a cache key. And we unlock it with the cache key. And it's stuff, and it's a mind slurp. So it's rep and a pet. And it's this. Let's see what it got. Yep, it's just a little goop. Just a little goop. Alright, now also, prior to showing up here, I also, as I landed nearby, I landed right next to a mob, unfortunately, so I had to fight a mob. But as I beat the mob, I got a drop quest. It's a piece of coagulated black blood. It's a coagulated black blood clot. Janky the Kobold Candlesmith in Gungardaz might be interested in this. And the name of that quest is, I just saw it, A Light in the Dark. Let's see, and it says, the image of a purple candle burning with glorious power springs unbidden to your mind as you contemplate the decaying filth before you, followed by a faint whisper echoing through your mind. One candle to rule them all, and in its brightness bind them. Oh, okay, really? Really? You're doing Lord of the Rings now, guys? For crying out loud. Lazy. Lazy. You are seriously ripping. This is blatant ripoff of. Don't give me this as an homage right here. One candle to rule them all, and in its brightness bind them. As opposed to, and in the darkness bind them. Crying out loud. Bring Janky the Candlesmith in Gungardaz enough coagulated black blood to forge a most unfortunate candle. Alright, so that's something we're going to have to take care of in just a minute. I'm sure this is something that we had to pick up while doing this whole quest line in the area. I just happened to get it early because of where I landed and because I wanted to do this thing. I'm curious, so what is it now? Yeah, and now it looks like Jaina. So the corrupted memory just automatically takes the form of one of our main story characters that we've seen. I'm sure when Jaina gets taken down, I'm sure it will reform as Thrall, and when Thrall gets taken down, it will reform as Anduin, or as Anduin's dad, something like that, or Varian Rin, something like that. All right, but enough theory. It's time to get to the game, because that's what you guys are here for. Unless you just love my voice that much. Which you probably don't. So, I'm gonna just keep moving here. Alright, and I heard the glyph. I heard the glyph sound. Oh, and there it is. There it is. All the way up here. All the way up here. And yoink! Gotcha! And the deep water pass. That's another one right there. Fantastic. Okay. Alright, and we are going to... Okay, so here is... Okay, so we're up... Ooh, yowza. Okay. I almost went into a stealth detector right there just now. Alright, so... Oh, okay, we gotta go a little further up. Spindle's hiding all the way up here. Up in the high hollows. Where are you? Where are you, kitty? Where are you? There you are. There you are. There's the little Spindle right there. Look at you. Look at you looking so cute. Such a cute little spider right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and get him out of there. Alright. Saving Private Spindle. Alright, the little spider looks at you with many pleading eyes. You get the sense that she does not want you to speak of this to anyone. Oh, fine. I can't say no to you, cutie. Alright. And there is a new quest from Spindle called Personal Pilfering. Alright, so the little spider looks around the room, each of her eyes narrowing. You recall that we were telling you to retrieve evidence to blackmail Meesk, but it appears as though ransacking Meesk's storage is now personal for Spindle. Alright, so find 3 pieces of incriminating evidence in Meesk's retreat. So, okay, so we're in Meesk's room. Oh yeah, Meesk's retreat. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright, first, okay, a disheveled cabinet. An incriminating dagger that radiates an unnerving aura. And in the Shadecaster, there is an incriminating journal entry. Oh, look at that. Please do give the Queen my regards for the very generous donation. So long as such charitable offerings continue to find their way to my coffers, I shall continue to shout the Queen's praises far and wide, and likewise ensure that the name Neferis is forever stained. Ah, so he's getting bribed. Meesk is getting bribed. Alright. And the final piece is an incriminating script. The page is etched in venomous runes. Alright. Alright, so we're going to report. We will report. We have available quests. We have more available quests. Alright. We are going to go into the... Oh, come on. We are going to go into the City of Threads to try to pick these suckers up, because it looks like that's where they were. Alright. Okay, there's one right down here, apparently, supposedly. And no. Okay. Is it further down? Okay, it is further down. Unless it's something that we got to pick up as part of something else. Let's see what else we got here. Is there any... No? There we go. There's another one. Okay, there it is. Okay. Provided I can actually get to it. Here we are, in the Terrace of the Ascended, and we speak with Agthax.
What are you doing here?
And it's just spiders! Alright, so, Agthax says, "Why, hello there, little night elf. You seem like you might be able to assist me. You see, my dear mate Amethax fell onto a sharp dagger. Her body was taken to Pillar Nest Zesh, just below where we stand. Zesh is used to dispose all sorts of bodies that we never speak of again. Unfortunately, I never need to speak of Amethyx, because she had the key to my new High Hollows burrow on her when she died. Dreadful timing, really. Would you go and fetch it? Do beware of the spiders. I need my key. Alright, so we're going to find Agfax's missing key in Pillar Nest Zesh. You are not the first who have sent on I have sent on this quest, but you seem more competent. Hurry back with my key. All right. I'll see what I can do. All right, and there is it's directly below us, and there is there's something directly. There's another quest directly north of us. We are close to it. And we passed it up. I did not see. It's on this map, but I don't see it on my mini-map anywhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, it is... Oh, right here. Here we go. Ah, there you are. Our patron sent you to help me find the Magistrate, yes? Orator Tx'itk of the Second Strand. Alright. Your presence has been noted. Social clues. Alright, so the Nerubian keeps her voice low. A careful eye on the guards behind you. The Weaver sent you, yes? I arrived to petition the Magistrate's approval for ascension to infiltrate high society, of course. But he's missing. A rather large inconvenience. I need to ask around. You're just what I've been waiting for. You may pretend to be my servant, pet, well, whatever makes it more palpable to you. I so rarely get to work alongside a friend. We'll have fun together, fellow spy. So we're going to help Orator Tx'itk ask around to find the Magistrates. All right, well, it's a indie area quest, so I guess we'll go ahead and do this. Got a sip of my drink there. All right, and let's do it. All right. So are we doing something? Alright, so the Magistrate is the key to my ascension. My old friends may have heard something about his disappearance. Let's ask around. Alright, so talk to Profiteer Zakaxt or the Cobist Puppet investigated. Well, that's Profiteer Kazak. Was there something previously seen? And these are so these are just alright. Those are potential enemies that we have to get. Okay, the Cobist Puppets. And just check this. This is where we picked it up. Because we were in the Magistrate's office. And there's all jewels, and there's all that stuff. And no, don't see it. Well, maybe the puppet's next to the Profiteer. Find out in a moment here. Oh, okay, here we go. So it's it's a vendor of sorts down here. All right, I'll take a look at the puppet really quick. A cruel sort of irony to depict an aquatic creature in a state of drowning. The teeth look sharp enough to tear your skin, and the gills reveal a delicate membrane. With such careful detail and accurate textures, the cost of this vicious art display must be immense. Yes, indeed. Very, very unusual. So investigate the puppet. I paid a sum your simple mind could not fathom to get my hands on an original puppet by the Puppetmaster. By the Puppetmaster, eh? Who is this Puppetmaster? Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and speak with the Profiteer. Interesting creature. Are you for sale? How much? I'm not for sale. Dummy. Alright. Ask for rumors about the Magistrates. What could you possibly have to offer me in exchange for this information, Tx'itk? I cannot help you. Ascension has changed you, I see. Come, Pelthalion, let's ask someone else. Alright, so the ones that are ascended turn into this, basically. Alright. Come on in here. And there is an Arathi puppet nearby. We will take a look at this as well. This is somebody pleading for her life, it looks like. The desperation of the Arathi woman represented feels so authentic. Surely the artist behind this display had a real-life model to be used as a basis. There is such attention to detail that you'd swear you can even see the pores on the puppet's skin. Unless it's not a puppet after all. Just like the Kobus that we saw was not an actual puppet. They're prisoners. Alright, so investigate the puppet. The Puppetmaster's originals have become a status symbol. Everyone of import is trying to get their hands on one. Oh, come on. Turn around. Okay, here we go. Alright. Tox, the apprentice Fang. I cannot be seen with the likes of you. Tx'itk is far too generous with who she allows in here. Say what you will and then get out of my sight before somebody notices. Alright, and ask for rumors about the Magistrate. I heard a rumor the Magistrate received an invitation to one of the puppeteers, one of the Puppetmaster's shows. It's incredibly exclusive. The likes of you would never be permitted. I did not recall you being so elitist, old friend. I won't offend you with my presence again. Alright, so now we head on over here to Vanatka. And there is an earthen quote-unquote puppet in here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this puppet. The earthen puppet is frozen in a state of despair, with detail work as fine as the craftsmanship behind the real earthen you've encountered above. The stone texture of this piece looks identical to that of real earthen, probably because it is a real earthen. So, investigate the puppet. And a gift, I'm proud to say. The Puppetmaster is a frequent patron and wanted to express his gratitude. Alright, and we will speak with Grand Apothecary Vanatka. You are not welcome here. Has the Orator pulled strings for you, Overcrawler? I am shocked she was enough influence to get away with it. Alright, and ask for rumors about the Puppetmaster. I hear even the Magistrate was put on the wait list for an original piece by the Puppetmaster, so you shouldn't even bother. I'll try not to be too heartbroken that I'm not worthy of being on a wait list for a puppet. Come, Palthalion, there's one other person we can ask, alright? And there is a Nerubian puppet in this last area. How much you want to bet me it's the Magistrate? An unsettling display to see such graphic art depicting a Nerubian in the throes of death in their own city. The Ascended nearby seem mostly unbothered by the display. Mostly. So, investigate the puppet. This horrific display of twisted art is a threat. Only a matter of time before Ascended puppets start popping up. Yes, indeed. Alright, Duelist Cathex. What do you know? Cathex keeps glancing at the puppet, seeming unnerved. So, ask about the Puppetmaster. The Puppetmaster's workshop is nearby. Don't disturb him. He only bothers with things of value. Those of us with station. Indeed, I've heard he's the latest fad you all use to declare you're better than everyone else. Yes. The puppets from the Puppetmaster are apparently the Chanel purses of the Nerubians. Alright, so, the Orator... now let's see. High Elevator Tx'itk, the Magistrate of the High Hollows, will be able to pull the necessary strings to grant me ascension, assuming I can earn his favor. Assuming we can find him. Alright. Oh, really quick, why do I have to pretend to be your servant? The High Hollows is extremely exclusive, truly, friend. Consider yourself lucky to get to explore so freely. The Ascended who live in this district are not fond of either of us, to say the least. Everyone here values others by measure of use. Status, well, with you as a, it's like the Nightborn in the city in Legion, which is escaping me right now, and it's
Step, stranger.
What is the name of that city? City in Suramar. Okay. Oh, okay. Suramar. Yes, it is this. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically this expansion's Suramar.
I do not recognize you.
All right. Okay. So
I will be watching.
turning it in, and the Orator says, "I knew Ascension changed people, but they were my friends, and now they don't even want to be seen with me. It makes me wonder, if I succeed in all this, will I even still be myself?" And she shakes her head. It doesn't matter, I'll do what needs to be done.
Go then.
And the next quest from the Orator is espionage and ventriloquism. And she says, "The Puppetmaster is our best lead for finding the Magistrate. But is it just me, or did those puppets seem horrifically lifelike?" No, I thought that too. If this artist is behind the Magistrate's disappearance, he certainly isn't just off to see a puppet show. We should investigate the Puppetmaster's workshop, question him, or at least ransack his things just a bit until we find something useful. You'll have to keep playing your rather undignified role in this charade, but it will pay off for us. Well, let's hope so. So, we're going to investigate the Puppetmaster's workshop.
Let's hold strong.
Oh, yeah, time to intrude on an artist at work. Come along, friend. We have important intel to glean. Alright, well, so be it. Let's see what we got here. Is that the Puppetmaster? No, just an incomplete puppet. No, that is the Puppetmaster. Alright. A moment, and your lovely pet can clean while we discuss. There we are. Now, what would you ask of me? Alright, and we're gonna... Okay. Just web scrolls clear. And there is... That's a gnome. And over here is a human female. And over here... Oh, and the one he's working on, that's a Draenei. And what do we have hidden here? That's a... There's an orc. And over here is just a shear. Okay, now we're helping to organize now, apparently. Supplies organized. Alright, so we're going to put that over there. And what else we got? Okay. We have that little guy. I put this over here? No? Oh, there we are. Okay. And there's one more piece around here. So, oh, meanwhile, I missed the conversation. All right. I'm looking for the Magistrate. Have you seen him? Puppetmaster says. I'm rather distracted. Your pet has magnificent bone structure. Have you heard anything of the missing Magistrate? Missing? That cannot be right. I've seen him quite recently. Your pet has the most fascinating sinews. He wants to make me the next puppet. Alright, and we'll put this wherever it needs to go. Over here. Okay, and there's one more. Its graceful movements seem to have lured out the vermin. Paralyzed Draught, unsettling vermin. Okay, so we're going to get this stuff here, and we're going to use... Lovely, now a proposal for you, dear Orator. Join me in my theater when your pet is done here, and bring it along. And I got a bad feeling I know what's going to happen. Alright, there we go. He's gone. Finally. And now? And we know he has the Magistrate. That paralytic must be how he's turning people into puppets, yes. Yes, I'm way ahead of you on the reveal for this one. All right.
What are you doing here?
All right. So
Queen sees all.
she lowers her voice. Something isn't right here. Play along just a while longer. Let's see what else we can find.
Go then.
The magistrate is definitely in danger. We must act quickly before I lose my chance at ascension.
We shall rise.
And the next quest from the Orator is Marionette Mercy. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get that name so I don't forget it. Orator Tx'itk. Txitk. Okay. Okay. So, she says, it's perfect! The Puppet Master is so interested in adding you to his collection, he literally invited us to go rescue the Magistrate. I don't want to imply I've been using you as bait this entire time, but let's just say certain calculated risks have paid off. Even such a skilled artist must have a way to correct potential errors. There has to be an antitoxin of sorts for that paralytic around here somewhere. Find it, and perhaps we test it before we go use it on the Magistrate, just in case. Find the Puppet Master's anti-paralytic serum. Okay. You know what? This whole quest line is reminiscent of the horror movie House of Wax. And I don't mean the original 1950s Vincent Price version. I mean the remake that was done in the early 2000s, the one that had Paris Hilton. Everybody went to go see that movie so they could go watch Paris Hilton die. Anyway, well, the premise of that film is that there was a psycho pair of brothers who had pretty much, over the course of several years, killed everybody in the town and made them wax figurines that they set up all over the town. And in order to make that happen, they injected them with a paralytic agent, so they could be held in place, paralyzed, while they were shaved and covered with wax and set in whatever designated spot they were decided upon to live out the rest of the day as they starved to death covered in wax, pretty much. So, just putting that out there. Alright, so, we are looking for the anti-paralyzed agent. We can't go to the theater unprepared. There must be an antitoxin around here somewhere, and sure enough, it's right behind you. And there's the syrup. Okay, that's just what we're looking for. Test it before we go use it on the Magistrate. So, and we're going to use it on our incomplete puppets. I couldn't move, but I could see and think. And now, I need a drink. Alright, and we'll use it on our gnome friend here. Oh, one more dose, and I would have been stuck for good. Oh no, that was a goblin. Okay, I stand corrected. That was odd. And I will use it on the Draenei next. Ah, thank you for rescuing us this time. I owe you my life. And on the orc. That paralytic is dangerous. Any puppets fully under his control are already gone. Sorry to say. Alright.
Who sent you?
And
Watch your step, stranger.
I would worry we're taking too long, but considering how dramatic that puppet master is, I can't imagine he'll start the show without us. We should be prepared for something rather unpleasant at that theater.
I will be watching.
Well, unpleasant things do happen at theaters. Take it from me. Anyway, Marionette Mercy. Alright, that is just what we're looking for. And about using you as bait, you know it's not personal in our line of work, friend. I was open from the start of all of this that you were the status symbol I needed to navigate this area and socially manipulate the Ascended. And if there's one thing I know to bet on, it's the ability of the Ascended to covet power flaunted over others. Ah, yes, so I was here as a servant to make him jealous. Alright. Well, you know, as long as you keep paying me gold, you go ahead and make me whatever you want. Alright. And the next and possibly final quest is Pulling Strings. Just think of it. Overcrawlers, war prisoners, civilians, fellow Nerubians, important nobility being kidnapped and turned into puppets right under the Magistrate's nose. It's horrific and exactly what I needed. If we save the Magistrate from this fate, he'll owe me. Not just for saving his life, but to keep quiet about all this. We're off to the theater. Then, if you can, keep the Puppetmaster occupied. I'll free high elevator attack cut from his grasp. Hopefully, he's not part of the show yet. So we're going to go. It is now time to confront the Puppetmaster and rescue High Elevator Attack Cut, the Magistrate. We have to rescue the Magistrate before he has any more of that paralytic. He won't be able to grant me ascension if he's a puppet. All right. Well, here we go. And, okay, so now we meet them in the theater. So we are in the theater right now. I guess it's a theater in the round. And the center area is the stage, I'm guessing. There are just random invited guests and stewards all around. They probably just say generic stuff. I'm just going to take a peek real quick. I heard a rumor he's debuting a new puppet in the next performance. I wonder what sort of creature that could be. The steward says, "Shoo, Overcrawler! Refreshments are only for honored guests, certainly not for servants."
What are you doing?
How charming to see you here. Did I receive an invitation to a charity show by mistake?
I will be watching.
So they're all snobs. I hope tonight's show is as bloody as the last night's.
Where were you assigned?
I have attended many of the Puppetmaster's show, each better than the last. Only recently did he debut the Nerubian puppets. While initially shocking, I must admit, I admire the boldness of such a statement. It was too much for some. Audience members walked out of that show, I recall. Pathetic. But if I'm being honest, I heard a rumor that he's sleeping, desperate for attention, doing increasingly outrageous things just to stay relevant. I've even heard he's pandering to the Magistrate now. Alright, well, it seems that some effort has been put into all of these dialogue things, so...
What are you doing here?
How did you get in here? If you received an invitation, well, now, I don't want to say the Puppetmaster exclusively is falling off, but surely there must have been a mistake.
I will be watching.
And bloody as the last.
Who sent you?
An undercover art critic. I have been impressed with the Puppetmaster's work thus far, but it will rapidly go stale. My latest review made that clear. What was initially a daring new depiction of the power uniquely held by the Ascended risks reduction to commonplace puppetry. If he does not wow me soon with something fresh, his reputation will suffer for it. Your presence at this theater does not bode well for his standards, Overcrawler. Unless he does something interesting with you, I suppose. Yes, and that's exactly why he wants me here. All right. The Puppetmaster sources such exotic creatures for his puppets. His work is grotesque in a hauntingly beautiful sort of way. Such a profound message about embracing his immense power we Ascended have been granted by our beloved Queen.
Kahet is Korvan.
Alright. Alright. And what else we got here? What do these guys say?
Where were you assigned?
Ah, how lifelike! I never cease to be impressed by the Puppetmaster's work. Your movements are so fluid, I almost thought you were real for a moment.
The Queen sees all. Where were you assigned?
I have never seen art so captivating as what the Puppetmaster creates. The way he pulls the strings of lesser beings displays such mastery over his power. His shows are not just mindless entertainment, but a vivid reflection of Ascended gifts. We hold the strings, everyone else merely puppets to us. Ah, do not be disappointed if your simple mind cannot grasp the weight of it all. I would not expect an Overcrawler to understand the brilliance of such art, and isn't it true? The ruling class sees the underlings as nothing more than puppets. That is certainly something all too true. Okay, next.
What are you doing here?
I heard a rumor he's debuting a new puppet in the next performance. I wonder what sort of creature it could be. Well, I think I know who and what it is. Alright, and that was... Okay, that's one. That's another repeat. So 2 or 3 of these were repeats, but most of these individual characters in here all had their own dialogue, so thank you for whoever in the writer's room put in some efforts to all the guests that were in this room. So, we're going to speak with the Orator, and... Alright, and we read all that already, so, okay. Quest, start the show. There he is. Play along. Act like part of his show. There's the Puppetmaster. It is my greatest pleasure to introduce the newest addition to my collection. Dim the lights. Let's see what you can do, pets. Audition well for me. Oh, and it is me. They did put me in the setting, and all of these are puppets. So now we've got to... There's the Magistrate! I'll cut his strings. Alright. Well, I guess we gotta take out... Alright, we gotta take out the puppets. Alright, as we're fighting, he's yelling out stuff like, "Your joints will make a fine addition to my collection. Still so certain of your ability to save our esteemed magistrates? Your magnificent cheekbones have been oh, darn it. Let's see, still so certain of your ability to save, okay. You gotta be careful, I was low on health there for a moment and didn't realize it. Alright. And there's gonna be all this. Ah! Alright. What's this? Impossible! My reputation! Quick, the serum! And the guests are all displeased. Boo! Boo! The hero succeeds! Pathetic! Worst show I've ever seen! Well, the Overcrawler wins in the end! Alright, and we bring him back to life. I am in your debt. Fine, fine, the show must go on, but not today. A grander reprise awaits. I entertained his twisted art until now. I did not expect the Puppetmaster's subjects ever to include his betters. This show ruined the Puppetmaster's reputation. He shouldn't be a problem for you anymore. Let us return to my office. We can discuss there. Alright. Alright, and we will just speed this up by flying over to them. They will just appear. There we go. And so, given the service you have offered me, I would be happy to grant my approval for your ascension. Fantastic.
Where were you assigned?
I'm thrilled that there couldn't have been a more perfect opportunity to get the Magistrate's attention, and the Weaver will be pleased to hear that we have him in our pocket indefinitely with this blackmail situation. Now, I suppose I'm off to the transformatory. And she shudders subtly. I must not let my resolve falter now. The Weaver has asked this of me. I will be her eyes. Complete. Oh, come on. Come on, crying out loud. Alright. Alright. I'll walk away. Come back. There we go. Alright. Pawns and puppetry. Oh, good lord. Oh, hell. I had a disconnect. No wonder there was a problem there. All right, folks. Well, since we had that was obviously the end of that quest line anyway, so if there was any additional dialogue, I'm sorry, folks, but you and I both got screwed out of it because I got disconnected there. So we'll go ahead and just cut it there, guys. This video will just be all about the Puppetmaster quest line for that side quest chain. And when we come back, we will see what else is in the area for the quests that can be picked up here. And otherwise, I may just go ahead and turn in the tiny spider quest and see if anything more comes out of that, and then I'll just fly back down afterwards. So that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you very much, and of course, we'll see you on the next one.